Shalom, Raina Corinth. It's Ellie here. So, goddesses, we gotta have a talk. Goddesses need to have a talk. Come here. Come closer. Come closer. Okay. Ladies, listen. We know already that certain things can't move forward unless we are in the right position. Okay? So, on a very serious note, how important is your current role? What you're doing right now, how important is it? Be real with yourself. Don't try to sugarcoat things and make yourself feel better about anything going on internally and externally when you know that it doesn't add up to what you would hope for it to even be. You got to be real with yourself. That's the only way that anyone else is going to take you seriously, no matter what capacity their importance may be to you. We're in a time right now where not only do goddesses need to step it up, but it's also getting out of the mindset of thinking that we're emotional. Even though it is true at certain periods of time, we can be more emotional than gods. It doesn't mean that we are just emotional creatures and beings. Gods are emotional too sometimes. They just tend to have more of a balance and think with more logic. Goddesses, even though we do have logic, we utilize our intuition and stuff more. A logical situation can happen, and the god happens to be the one to solve that issue and or whatever might be going on. Or intuition may be used where logic and wisdom aren't even what's going to solve the issue. So that's where the goddess would come in. Intuition needs to be used, spiritual guidance needs to be used, logic and wisdom aren't always the answer. So that's why you have to have that balance. And we also have to be smart about the decisions we do make with gods. You know, we're just keeping it real here. We just go keep it real. Are you involved with a god that doesn't even know that he's a god? Are you in a situation where your god isn't up to his full divinity being a god? He's aware, but he's still asleep a little bit, or he has low vibrational tendencies. That's where you step in and you be like, hey, don't act like no nigga. Don't act like that. Because you know who you are. Get up. Get up. You know who you are. And sometimes you got to talk to him like that. Sometimes you just gotta talk to him a little bit like that. Like sometimes being soft and like feminine works to an extent. But you know, sometimes some people, they don't react to softness. Sometimes you gotta get up in their face and say some stuff. Not be violent, not be rude, you know, nothing like that. It's about being real. If you aren't able to say it in a cool, calm, collected way, you gotta say it a different way. Be a little more aggressive. Just a little bit. You ain't gotta do them all out. But get yourself straight. Are you in a period where, you know, things are looking up for you? If you are, that's awesome. We here with it, goddess. I appreciate you as much as you appreciate me. And even then, I may appreciate you a little bit more. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. Are you in a situation where you could do better? If so, do better. Don't be out here with the potential to do better and you abuse that chance. You have it, you use your gift for something other than being righteous and lifting others up. If you're lifting yourself up and bringing other people down with no plan of helping eventually, I mean, what are you doing as a goddess? We want to believe that the black woman is God and all this extra stuff, but we don't want to take accountability for us mothers, right? We're raising our children. When your children act a certain way, it's a reflection of you. If we're going to go around calling each other reflections, start with your own kids, because your children are a literal physical reflection of you. To the fullest extent. They share your genetics. And not only do they share your genetics, they share your habits. You can pass on habits without intentionally doing it. Fathers too. So this isn't just about moms passing on traits to children. This is also the guides. Y'all can do it too. You know, there's a lot of things happening right now. We're all aware of it. That's why, you know, I said a long time ago, when that whole fake sun situation happened in China, I was like, you don't have to tell me anything else that happens in the news, because after this happened, I'm like, bro, there's nothing else you could say. A whole fake sun came out. Like, whether it's real or not, like, forget about it. Nothing else in the news you could tell me is going to surprise me at this point. Has anything in the news surprised me after that point? No. It was the beginning of the Gregorian calendar year. That's it. That set the standard. Nothing could be more surprising than that, unless, well, some of y'all who follow my Instagram, y'all do know what's going on with the whole war situation and how it's a battle with the Galactic Federation and extraterrestrial entities. It has nothing to do with Russia and Ukraine specifically for the reasons that they're saying it is. No, this is an extraterrestrial battle that they're having. It's not supposed to be a battle, but that's what it turned into, because y'all know how ignorant human beings can be sometimes. And instead of asking for a god or goddess's help, they're trying to handle it using violence like they always do. You can't tell me nothing else, man. Am I saying that everybody has to be tapped in to receive information like that? No, you don't have to have clairvoyance. You don't have to have a prophetic gift. You don't have to have those types of gifts. Your gift can simply be being you, being that feminine energy for your masculine, being that mother figure for your children or those who are younger than you, being that big sister figure to those who are younger than you, being that little sister figure to those who are elder to you. Like, it's genuinely simple. You be you within this existence to the best of your ability. Don't half-ass do anything. If you could do it better and it was for the sake of time, things are understandable, but don't be half-assing all the time. You know, we're at a place in time right now where things need to be excellent. And only you can see the flaws. Other people shouldn't be able to see certain flaws. Like, that's, you know, when you're working on something and then you start polishing it, that's the point we're at. We're at the polishing stage. We're no longer in the constructive building stage. We're past that. Now we're polishing. Things are getting squeaky and clean. So you as a goddess, you have to realize that. You have to understand that. And you have to know where you're going within this journey. Sometimes things can get a little wishy-washy depending on what god you're with, because, you know, the gods are the head of the household. So if he says something that's a little different from what you thought before, then it is what it is sometimes, you know? It just is what it is sometimes. And that's okay. As long as you're not being talked down to and asking for your dreams to be, you know, ripped away from you and things like that, you know, you and your God are supposed to have that understanding with each other. And that's a very important thing, being within this space of understanding as both a spiritual being and, you know, a physical being. Because, of course, we are spiritual and whatnot, but we have to realize how we have to maneuver within this physical life. And we gotta be sexy sometimes, goddesses. I know this is one of them topics that was hard for me too. Because it's like, ugh, I don't feel like being sexy right now. I want to be comfortable. Well, like, I'm not gonna lie. This outfit is low-key comfortable. And it's sexy at the same time. So, you know, I don't mind wearing something like this. Why do we have to be sexy? Nothing stimulates gods more than the goddess. Name anything that stimulates them more than a goddess. Okay. So with that being said, we gotta take it upon ourselves to give them that extra, that little push. Somebody can tell me I'm lying, because I know I'm on point. I know I am. Nothing gives a man a push more than the feminine counterpart being pushy. And it's great, it's good, and there's nothing wrong. That's the thing that we have to realize. We've been told that our sexiness and our essence is wrong. How is it wrong for us to be in our most natural state possible? I ain't got no shoes on. All I got is a top, a bottom, and some crystal bracelets. That's all I got on right now, along with my undergarments and stuff. Even then, who wants to wear undergarments? Nobody. Nobody. Nobody does. So we got to get ourselves together, get it straight. Gods, I'm going to talk to y'all in another video. I'm just letting it be known, like, don't be using this period to fuck off and be stupid. And I'm only coming at y'all like that because y'all know it's getting hotter outside. People are going to be on this whole hot girl summer thing, hot boy summer thing. Don't fuck up and be stupid. That goes for both gods and goddesses. But I'm just like, it's a problem for gods a lot of times. Don't be stupid and land yourself in a situation with somebody. Now, if you're in a situation where you're virtually like got something going on, wishy-washy, but at the same time, you know, you haven't crossed the boundary. Once you start crossing boundaries and you start mixing your virtual reality with your 3D life reality and you fuck up, that's a different type of fuck up versus just some virtual shit. So I'm being real with you. Don't get yourself fucked over. This is not the time to be making reckless decisions with just anybody. If you're gonna make reckless decisions with your friends, those who are close to you, so y'all don't get too reckless. Don't just do any type of reckless shit with anybody, so then you get caught up with somebody who doesn't actually care about you and is not gonna tell you that you've gone too far. Sometimes you need that person to be like, hey, you're doing a little much. Gods and goddesses, I'm talking to both of y'all right now. You need somebody in your ear being like, hey, chill for a second. Like, hold on. You know, it's just real. It's just real, and that's how it is. Okay? You know, people like have different discussions with me and others as well about this whole baby mama drama, baby daddy drama. How about we take accountability for that? How about we make sure that we don't end up in a baby mama, baby daddy position? I have an ex-husband, okay? There's not a situation with me where I accidentally ended up in a situation with somebody. Everything I was doing was intentional. That's not, you know, to say anything bad about those who did end up in those situations. It's just from this point on, we're not finna be making reckless decisions out here. Y'all get me? Ain't no time for play. There is time to play, but ain't no time for play. You feel me? No, we don't have time for none of that. What we look like bringing more Starseeds into the world when we're still fucked up. No, you get with somebody that you want to have kids with intentionally. It's that simple. It's that simple. If you never had the thought, hey, I want to have babies with this person, there is no reason for you to be with them. Both gods and goddesses. If you look at a person and you say, I don't see myself having kids with them, you should not engage in them activities with them, because what's the purpose of that activity? To bring forth life. So if you're not going to use this for what it's meant for, don't do it with that person. I'm just being real. If you don't want to end up pregnant or with some kids with somebody that you don't like, don't do it with them. I'm just being real. This whole wait until marriage thing, we know everybody isn't doing that. So I'm just being real with you. Even if certain situations happen with that partner or whatever, at least you don't regret having a child. Okay? That's what we got to get away from. We got to get away from like, oh, I wish I didn't have to deal with this because of the... No, we're not doing that no more. Before you put your womb space into that position, before you put your dick space into that position, make sure you actually like this person, their values, and what they bring forth into the world, because you're multiplying that. Whatever that person does, you are multiplying it by having a child with them. So you could take that wisdom and be stupid with it and pretend like you didn't get any wisdom or insight, or you can utilize it properly and only use your seed or your womb space for someone who deserves it. Look at a person's character versus just what they look like. Yeah, some people be sexy. Ooh, yes. And there's nothing wrong with a sexy man. There's nothing wrong with a sexy woman. Okay. We gods and goddesses, we know we sexy. There's nothing else that you really have to tell us. Everything is based off of us and our beauty standards, no matter how much they want to seem like it's reversed. We know we're sexy. What's on the inside of that individual? What's their vibe like? How are they vibing? What do they have going for themselves and for the other people that they surround themselves with? Ask about their friends. And this goes for whether you're in a romantic relationship or a platonic relationship too. What are the people around you doing and saying, and how are they acting? Because goddesses, we don't need to have no busty, dusty, crusty friends always complaining about some bullshit around us. And gods, you don't need no feminine ass niggas who always complaining about shit, who ain't on they shit properly. Because it's one thing to be productive and like doing a bunch of stuff. It's another thing to be consistent and have your goals accomplished. So that's where we are right now. Period. Point blank. Nothing else. Okay? I'm not finna discuss a whole lot of this all the time. Simply because certain things are meant to be understood already. And if you're behind, okay, you can catch up. We're not finna keep repeating ourselves though. Okay? That may be it for me for today. Yeah. I'm super excited for everybody. It's a lot of great things happening. I know this video's energy was a little intense, but sometimes you just got to do it like that for certain results to come about. And I'm gonna show y'all something funny. I don't know, I be lighting it up, and so I was lit in my car, and it was so funny because somebody decided to visit me in my car. As soon as I start sparking up, here come this dude want to join the party. And if you don't know who that is, That is a fairy. We did adopt a few of them the other day and nurse one back to health. So he decided to get into my car once I started sparking up. So I'm leaving him there for right now. But yeah, I'm gonna read y'all's comments and then I'm gonna head out. Okay. Peace and unity, everybody. Yes, yes. Galactic Federation said, "No, we rise. Now we rise. Planet coming back to ours. Our people gotta wake up and see that. Oh yeah, yeah. We don't even discuss things like the shot anymore. We're not even supposed to be wearing cloth. That's facts." We can simulate a man more than a female with beautiful clothing, a real man. That's arguably true. That sun pretty much a nuclear actor wired to this flat plane. Okay. Okay. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. But yeah, I read all the comments now. But yeah, this is it. I'm going to go ahead and end the video. Period. We're just at that time, everybody. So hope you guys have a great day, have a great rest of your week, and I will see you in the next one. Shalom, Rain Accords. Tawada.